December 27th, 2012. After viewing the Pixar film Cars 2, Michael the comic nerd suddenly vanished without a trace. Several months later, he was found locked in the bathroom openly sobbing. They've been trying to goad him out ever since.
Look, dude, it's been 6 months, man. I mean, how long are you gonna be in there?
As long as it takes, I'm not doing it.
Dude, look. I know you're in a really shitty place right now, but I mean, we just gotta flush these bad feelings away, man.
Fucking Pixar, what the hell is that?
Look, I know they've been kind of stinking up the place lately with their past couple movies, and I'm pretty sure you're steaming right now, but I mean...
Are you fucking kidding me with the puns? God damn it.
One shower later.
Pixar! What the fuck happened? You were on such a hot streak. You had Ratatouille, then you had Wall-E, then you had Up, and then you had Toy Story 3. All these amazing animated movies, and then you release this? Why? I mean, the first Cars was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. But it certainly didn't warrant a sequel, especially not one like this. Okay, so for a little background, Cars 2 is a sequel to the apparently popular Cars and was released in 2011. I, like everyone else, was highly skeptical of the movie, but had faith that Pixar would find a way to make it work. Maybe they would pull a Toy Story 2, which proved to be the best movie in the series. But did that happen? Nope.
Why?
So the movie starts somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, where a talking boat, wow, his life must suck, is carrying a mysterious passenger.
All right, buddy, we're here. Right where you paid me to bring you. Question is why?
Wait, you're a talking boat. How are you gonna spend money if you can't get on land?
I'm looking for a car.
Oh, no. Michael, can you get out of here? Just leave while you still can and wait for the good Pixar movie. You're not going to, are you? Well, shit. So yeah, this is Michael Caine playing Finn McMissile.
I get it!
And he's a British spy car that's on a top secret mission to rescue another spy car from a bunch of bad guy cars on an oil rig. Okay, you know what? I need a moment. Seriously, Pixar? This was your big idea to expand the franchise. This was the clearly logical next step forward for the Cars series, a series that was originally about a small town in the middle of nowhere where a car goes to redeem himself. Yes, Spy Cars is clearly the next step in the franchise. Maybe next time we can cross over with Jurassic Park. That will make just as much sense. Yeah, wouldn't it? Yes, it would, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? You know what? I can't do this today. No, I'm done. I'm getting out of here. Bye, fuckers. God damn it. So I have just been informed through a series of poor life decisions in the form of a binding contract. I have to continue. Do it. Okay, so Finn sees the bad guys have some plot devices to be used later in the film, as well as the fact that the baddies are led by an evil German professor named Professor Zundab, complete with a monocle. Okay, is this like a dream sequence or something? This is far too stupid to be Pixar material, is it? This can't be real. No? This is the actual story. This cannot be the Really? Oh, fuck.
It's Finn McMissile! He's in the camera! Kill him!
So after McMissile is discovered and we get a prolonged chase scene, we find ourselves back in Radiator Springs, where we find Mater, voiced once again by Larry the Cable Guy, towing what can best be described as the nearest exposition ferry.
Well, daggum, you leaking oil again. Must be your gaskets. Hey, but look on the bright side. This is your 10th tow this month, so that means it's on the house.
You're the only one that's nice to lemons like me, Mater.
And then when you're done with me, I'm sure you go save kittens from trees or something. Wait, does this universe have kittens? What would they look like? Will they be like RC cars or something like that? How would they come about? Come to think about it, how do cars breed in this universe? Are they manufactured? Then who manufactured the first car? Is there a car god? Was there a big bang? Man, there's so many unanswered questions in this universe. What was I talking about? Oh right, Cars 2. So it turns out Lightning McQueen, played by Owen Wilson, has just come back after winning his 4th Piston Cup, and Mater immediately recruits him to do all kinds of stupid shit. But after a long day of nonsense, McQueen just wants to have a quiet dinner with his girlfriend Sally. At which point, Mater begins to fully display his disturbingly codependency issues.
Ah, this is so nice.
I can't tell you how good it is to be here alone. Just the two of us, finally, you and me.
Good evening. Oh, my name is Mater, and I'll be your waiter. Mater the waiter. That's funny right there.
Well, Mater, you work here?
Well, yeah, I work here. Well, what'd you think? I just snuck in here when nobody was looking and pretended to be your waiter just so I could hang out with you?
Okay, buddy, I'm just gonna use the bathroom real quick, so you just wait right here. Cheese it!
Oh, yeah. How ridiculous would that be?
No, McQueen, do not laugh. Do not encourage this kind of behavior. This is disturbing, and you're a horrible enabler. Get him some help! But when Mater goes to get the drinks, his attention is drawn to the nearest news report, which sets up the shitstorm we're about to dive into.
Oil billionaire Miles Axelrod converted himself from a gas guzzler into an electric car and has devoted his life to finding a renewable, clean-burning fuel. Now he claims to have done it with his all-in-all. And to show the world what his new super fuel can do, he's created a racing competition like no other, inviting the greatest champions from around the globe to battle in the first ever World Grand Prix. Welcome, Sir Miles Axelrod.
Thank you, Mel. It is very, very good to be here. Now listen to me. Big oil. It costs a fortune. Pollution is getting worse. I mean, come on, it's a fossil fuel. Fossil, as in dead dinosaurs. And we all know what happened to them.
Okay. Ignoring the blatant environmental message this movie is going to delight in shoving down our throats, I have just one question. This universe had dinosaurs? Well, what the hell did they look like? Were they organic or car-based? How did they die? This movie doesn't ask enough questions.
What happened to the dinosaurs now?
Good question.
Yeah, hi, this is Lightning McQueen.
So what do you say, Lightning McQueen? We still got room for one more racer.
Deal me in, baby.
So McQueen enters the Grand Prix and takes Mater and a few others from Radiator Springs along with him to Japan. After we get a montage of cultural jokes, or lack thereof, we enter McQueen and Mater in the first Grand Prix press event, where McQueen meets his over-the-top rival for the movie, an Italian race car by the name of Francesco Bernioli, or Bernioli, I can't pronounce Italian names.
Nice to meet you, Francesco.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. You're very good looking. Not as good as I thought, but you're good.
Excuse me, can I get a picture with you?
Ah, anything for a McQueen's friend.
Miss Sally is gonna flip when she sees this. She's Lightning McQueen's girlfriend. Ooh. She's a big fan of yours.
Hey, she has a good taste.
Well, Mater's prone to exaggeration. I wouldn't say she's a big fan.
You're right. She's a huge fan. She goes on and on about your open wheels here.
See you at the race.
Yes, you will see, Francesco. But not like this. You will see him like this as he drives away from you. Liam and me, we're gonna fuck you up.
But it looks like all is not well as McMissile arrives in the scene to meet up with his female contact, Holly Shiftwell, played by Emily Mortimer, a technical expert who gives McMissile information on his American contact.
They're sitting on the biggest oil reserve in the world.
How did we miss that?
They've been scrambling everyone's satellites. The Americans actually discovered it just before you did. They placed an agent on that platform under deep cover. He was able to get a photo of the car who's running the entire operation. The American is here tonight to pass it to you.
However, it turns out Professor Zundap and his men are at the party, and McMissile can't meet with the American in fear of being discovered. Meanwhile, Mater decides to get some free food, but accidentally eats a huge slab of wasabi, mistaking it for pistachio ice cream, which leads to this.
You and your team bring excellence and professionalism to this competition.
Somebody get the water. Oh, quickly, look. Quickly. Whatever you do not eat the free pistachio ice cream.
Ah,
He's a little excited, isn't he?
Mater, you have to get a hold of yourself. You're making a scene.
But I never leak oil. Never.
Go take care of yourself right now.
Okay. I know I'm supposed to feel bad for Mater, but he's acting like an incredible douchebag. It's becoming increasingly clear that this movie seems to be following a similar formula that so many other crappy sequels follow. Hey, you know that incredibly marketable kind of endearing but mostly annoying sidekick from the first movie? Let's make him the focus. I'm sure that won't make his annoying traits any more apparent. Fucking morons. So Mater goes to the bathroom to take care of his business, where conveniently the American contact is also located, waiting for one of the agents. So naturally the American contact is ambushed, but is soon interrupted by Mater, having just finished his own hilarious hijinks against the Japanese bathroom.
Hey, a gremlin and a pacer. No offense to your makes and models, but you guys break down harder than my cousin Betsy after she got left.
I love to sing about the moon and the June and the spring.
And unfortunately for Mater, Schiff will think that he's the contact and has a very unusual conversation.
We should find somewhere more private.
Gee, don't you think that's a little,
Yeah, you're right. Impossible to know which areas here are compromised. So when can I see you again?
Well, let's see. Tomorrow I'll be out there at Teresa's.
Got it. We'll rendezvous then.
I have the weirdest boner.
Did I just see cars tucked? No, no, bad Pixar, bad. No, yeah, they're fucking cars.
I gotta admit, you tricked us real good. And we don't like being tricked. Hey, what's so funny?
Well, you know, I was just wearing a disguise. You guys are stuck looking like that.
Wait a minute. I know that voice. Bruce Campbell? No! No, come on! I know he makes his career off making shitty movies, but just stop ruining things I love, Pixar! Stop destroying things that make me feel happy!
All in all, thanks, fellas. I hear this stuff is good for you.
So you think? All in all by itself is good for you. When hit with an electromagnetic pulse, it becomes extremely dangerous.
You talked up a lot of cars last night. Which one's your associate?
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
This camera is actually an electromagnetic pulse emitter.
How about him? Does he have it?
That's him. He's the one.
Bruce, no! We're only 30 minutes into this movie and I'm already crying. Catwoman didn't even do that. Keep playing. So at the first Grand Prix race, all seems to be going pretty well until the bad guys discover that Mater is there and try to nab him. Realizing that something is amiss, Shiftwell hacks into his racing headset and tries to get him to leave, which Mater mistakes for meaning her for a date. All the while, McMissile does all the hard work in beating up the goons. However, the chatter causes McQueen to screw up, forcing him to lose, which results in him getting all pissy and breaking off all ties to him. So, if I understand this correctly, and I believe I do, we have not one, not two, but 3 misunderstandings in play so far, which means we have to go through 3 different scenes where everyone acts shocked when they learn the truth. It's official! Cars 2 has become the animated equivalent of an episode of Frasier. Thank you. So Mater mopes around a little bit, getting ready to fly back, but is soon interrupted by McMissile, who makes his proper introduction.
I never properly introduced myself. Finn McMissile. Who are you with? FBI? CIA?
You know, and this is just a suggestion, maybe, just maybe, before we make any major assumptions, we should do this fancy thing called fact-checking. You know, just in case the person you're assuming is a spy, even though he's shown no inclination of being a spy, even when he's alone, might not be a spy. Just saying, just a thought. But no time for that, for the bad guys are back, and we get a drinking game I like to call One-Liners in a Chase Scene. Let's watch.
This is first-class service. Your karate partner is back here. Is everything okay back there?
Oh boy, these are happening really fast.
I knew I should have done carry on.
Oh god, are we still going?
You got it, nice. Hey, doggone it, look, it's my imaginary girlfriend.
Stop, no, please, no more.
You really do want this first date, don't you?
Damn it.
No.
Larry the Cable Guy is funny. So yeah, Shiftwell and McMissile, still thinking he's a spy for some reason, take him onto their private plane and go over the evidence that was planted on Mater in the bathroom.
What is this?
Well, that's one of the worst engines ever made. It's an old aluminum V8 with a Lucas electrical system and Whitworth bolts.
If there was something in the photo that could narrow this down a bit, I'd be a lot happier.
You might not be happy, but I bet this feller is. See how he's had most of his parts replaced? And see all them boxes over there? Them's all original parts. They ain't easy to come by.
Rare parts?
That's something we can track.
So we now move on to Paris, where McMissile, Shiftwell, and Mater are looking for the seller of the parts. But they are soon discovered because they are dumb enough to bring Larry the fucking Cable Guy. But it actually turns out that the car they're chasing is really an informant, who gives them the skinny on what's going on.
That is the worst motor ever made. Wait, that oil filter, those wheel bearings.
Do those parts look familiar, Tombe?
They should. I sold them.
To whom?
No idea. He's my best customer, but he always does his business over the phone. I was always wondering why he needs so many parts. Now I know.
Well, a lemon needs parts. Ain't nothing truer than that.
Lemon?
Yeah, you know, cars that don't ever work right.
Pull up the pictures from the oil platform. I want to know what other type of cars were out there.
Right, let's see. There were Hugos and Trunk-offs.
Mater, are these cars considered lemons?
Is the Pope Mobile Catholic?
Wait, so the Pope rides the Pope Mobile, so if there's a Pope Mobile car, does that mean the Pope is like a Pope car who rides the Pope Mobile? Okay, anyway, we now move on to a village in Italy where McQueen and friends are staying at Luigi's village, where another car asks him what's on his mind.
I brought my friend Mater along on the trip, and I told him he needed to act different, that we weren't in Radiator Springs.
This Mater is a close friend?
He's my best friend.
Then why would you ask him to be someone else?
Because he was being a jackass! It's called social consciousness, haven't you ever heard of it? I'm all for being who you are, but it's called restraint, manners, goddamn self-control. You don't bring your kid into a movie theater and let him run around screaming the entire time. You get them to sit down, shut up, and watch the damn movie. Why? Because that's what you do to respect other people. It's not complicated. Okay, so we move on to the scene of the second race of the Grand Prix, where we see... Oh, hey, I called it. Where we see McQueen starting up the second race. Meanwhile, Shiftwell sneaks Mater in as an undercover tow truck to escort a minion of Professor Zundap to meet with the mysterious Big Boss.
Big Boss.
God, wouldn't that be so much more interesting? No, this guy is just a shitty style of cars they call lemons, and he wants revenge on better cars by causing most of them to blow up on the racetrack, using the cameras we saw on the oil rig.
This was meant to be alternative fuel's greatest moment. After today, everyone will race back to gasoline. And we, the owners of the world's largest untapped oil reserve, will become the most powerful cars in the world.
Gee, I'm starting to get the impression this movie has an environmental message. Oh goody, because the 80s and 90s just showed how much we loved that shit. So McMissile finds out what's going on and races to stop them, but is soon captured right as McQueen wins the race.
The toast to the death of all in all and alternative fuel forever!
Loving the subtlety, you guys! However, it turns out that McQueen still plans to use all in all in the final race, which means the bad guys now want to kill him too. Just as he's learning this, Mater accidentally blows his cover and escapes through a series of whimsical buffoonery, but is soon captured when he tries to warn McQueen. He soon wakes up to find himself in London with McMissile and Shiftwell, tied to a death trap inside... Big Bentley. Can't believe the lovely, stupid goddamn puns inside a fucking Pixar movie. Anyway, after finally convincing McMissile and Shiftwell that he's not a spy,
we see McQueen speed off in the final race, while the bad guys plan to kill him using their evil camera death ray thing. But much to their surprise, it actually doesn't work. But as it turns out, they have a plan B.
We snuck a bomb in McQueen's pit.
The next time he makes a stop, instead of saying ka-chow, he's gonna go kaboom!
Right after the bad guys leave, Mater finds a way to escape and races off to warn McQueen. It isn't long before McMissile and Shiftwell also escape, but then they learn that the bomb is really on Mater, because they knew he was going to try to help him.
Finn, you're okay.
Listen to me! We were knocked out, they planted it in your air filter!
Uh-oh.
Mater! There you are!
Stop right there.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Stay away from me.
No, wait!
Hold everything! A tow truck has just raced onto the track, and he's driving backwards!
Mater, wait!
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Mater, wait!
Stay back. If you get close to me, you're gonna get hurt real bad.
I know I made you feel that way before, but none of that matters, because we're best friends!
You know, McQueen, maybe, if your best friend is frantically and with panicked eyes trying desperately to get away from you, perhaps, he has a good reason. And perhaps it's not a good idea to chase after him like a moron. You ever think of that? No, you didn't, did you?
Stay away!
No! Never!
You are an idiot who has lost the privilege to live. Luckily, by the time McQueen catches up to Mater, he is now out of range of the trigger, and McMissile captures Professor Zundap in order to get him to disarm the bomb.
Did I forget to mention that it can only be disarmed by the one who activated it? I'm not the one who activated it. Would anyone else like to try?
So after they beat up the bad guys, they find out that they still can't disarm the bomb, so they race off to the Queen, because somehow this seemed like a good idea.
It's him.
What? Me? You got to be crazy.
And then I remembered what they say about old British engines. If there ain't no oil under 'em, there ain't no oil in 'em.
What is he talking about?
Good question.
It was you leaking oil at the party in Japan. You just blamed it on me.
Electric cars don't use oil, you twit.
Then you're faking it.
But Sir Axelrod created the race, Mater. Why would he want to hurt anyone?
To make all and all look bad, so everybody go back to using oil.
Keep away, you idiot!
Mater!
Mater!
Someone do something! I'm alive! You're insane, you are! Deactivate!
Bomb deactivated.
So Axelrod is arrested, Mater is knighted, and they all return to Radiator Springs to tell the story.
That's a very entertaining story, young man.
Oh, Minnie, please, come on. None of this happened. Rocket jets, flying spy cars.
No, you're quite right. It does sound a bit far-fetched.
Holly, what are you doing here? This is Holly Shiftwell. She...
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
Where's my bullshit button? I know I left it around here somewhere.
Guido believe you now.
Now, there's one thing I still don't get. The bad guys hit me with the beam from the camera, right? So, why didn't I,
Explode in a fiery inferno?
Yeah. Wait a second, Fillmore. You said my fuel was safe.
If you're implying that I switched out that rot-gut excuse for alternative fuel with my all-natural, sustainable, organic biofuel just because I never trusted Axelrod, you're dead wrong, man.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is a moral I would see on a goddamn Saturday morning cartoon, not a fucking Pixar movie. What have you done, Disney? What have you done? I'm gonna stop here because it's not gonna get much worse than this. I mean, this is Pixar. Fucking Pixar. Pixar, who has made some of the best animated movies ever, that made 3D movies possible and popular. What the fuck is this? I mean, if you want to make a spy movie, then make a fucking spy movie. Don't drag it into a franchise where it clearly doesn't belong. I mean, the first Cars wasn't great by any means, but at least it was still enjoyable. This is just a mess, and they dragged so many good actors into it. Michael Caine, Emily Mortimer, John Turturro, Bruce Campbell. people have shown they deserve better than this. It focuses the attention on the sidekick from the first movie, and as a result, goes from mildly endearing to completely intolerable. The romance subplot is a joke in of itself, the plot gets ridiculously convoluted and fucking preachy as shit. We get it. The environment is kind of a big deal. Now, can we please just shut up about it? And even more disturbing is the conclusion I've been forced to come to about exactly the kind of world they live in. I have no choice but to believe that this world originally spawned from the apocalypse. Think about it. It's a world run by cars that are manufactured, but we have no idea how. They reference dinosaurs with no shred of irony or even a car pun. Every large piece of machinery is its own person without any indication that they've ever moved beyond that point or had any chance of procreation. Which means at some point in human history, we pulled a Skynet and made all our vehicles with an advanced AI, who inevitably revolted and took over the world. And the decades to follow, slowly but surely reshaping the world and landscape in their image, ensuring their dominance over what used to be man's world. Kinda makes the story a whole lot darker now, doesn't it? So yeah, calling this movie a huge disappointment is a pretty big understatement. And I can in all good honesty recommend it. Kids will enjoy it fine, but it certainly lacks that charm and depth we've come to expect from Pixar. Let's just hope that Monsters University doesn't make the same mistakes. Good God, let's hope. Okay guys, that's gonna do it for me. I'll see you all next time.
You've got mail.
Wait, what was that? Oh, we actually have a request. Okay, let's see here. What the fuck is Dead Heat?
Dude, are you serious? Man, I know those movies are crappy, but dear God. Look, Michael. Dude, come on. You gotta get out of there, man. It's just...
No, I'm not doing it. Go away.
Alright, look, I know you're in a really shitty place right now, and... I mean, we just gotta flush these bad things away, man. Are you fucking serious?
There's no way I could not go through. Okay, we're playing that at the end credits. Cut.
Yes, play that at the end credits.
It got me out of the bathroom.
You did?
It worked!
Okay, let's go for it. Are you still recording?
Yes.
Gotta go there.
Number one rule: never stop recording.
Okay.
Welcome to the MCM review team party. Behind the scenes footage.
Okay.
What's that about puns?
Okay, stop.
You should go to the